So, Diddy passed a friend, T.D. Jakes, spoke out Sunday service, talking about domestic violence, but wouldn't say Diddy name, wouldn't say Cassie name, but he said he had to speak on it because a woman asked him to do a prayer about domestic violence. T.D. Jakes. Let me tell you something, man. What you think we was born last night or something? You can't trust nobody these days. I feel like if you in a lower house and you tell a lie, you should just burn up. You should just burn up. Like you should just burst into a ball of fire. You clearly just stood up here and lied to the whole congregation. The whole congregation, bro. Now, I know you and Diddy cool because, yeah, I got the proof. Brother love. Show some love, T.D. Jakes. You was showing a lot of love to Brother Love. I wonder how much money he paid you because Brother Love was around you a lot. So he knew all this was coming. And he played his part. And now you playing your part. Because how you come up with this whole story about a woman told you to make a sermon to pray about this, and then you decided today you was gonna do this? No, man, listen. Her name is Cassie. His name is Diddy, TDJ. In case you forgot, that's your homie. Y'all real good friends. Look at that pictures, we were throwing up signs and all that. Y'all just sweating on each other, hugging each other. You're throwing, I don't know what type of gang y'all in, but you know y'all throwing different signs in the pictures and everything. Pictures with the family and everything. Y'all done sat down and ate and everything. So much so that you seen that video and you seen what happened with him and you done went in the Lord house and lied. You can't trust none of these dudes, man. So I'm going to let y'all, we just go call this lie day. Because Diddy did this apology, big apology was a big lie. But let's get into what T.D. Jakes had to say.
That came in over social media that I happened just to see as I was coming to church. And the woman said to me, would you please pray for women who are living in danger in their own house?
T.D. Jakes, so you mean to tell me you been preaching doing all this for this long and a woman ain't never came and told you that? This is crazy, man. Lord.
And there was something about the way she said it, and I know she's watching right now. There was something about the way she said it. It was a cry for help. And I realized something when I read what she said. As a father and as a husband and as a son and a mama's boy at that, when I saw the images that have been floating all over the news all week, it became difficult to watch. The atrocious, degrading, but I got a request that came in over social demeaning, debauchery. I know who it was, but I saw my daughters.
Debauchery? T.D. Jakes, you with the debauchery. Hold on. What the hell you talking about? It was this, it was that, it was that, it was this. But you don't know his name though. But you telling us you seen it though. Still ain't never say Diddy name. Still ain't never say Cassie name. This is crazy, man. Debauchery. Oh my God.
As a man, I saw my daughters and it made me angry. It made me angry. And I thought if it affected me like that as a man, how much more is that image a trigger for women who have been through that, who are currently going through that, who are in the middle of that, who feel trapped in situations where you are being physically and emotionally and verbally abused. And it is possible to feel trapped and have a key to the door and still feel trapped in a situation you can't get out of. Domestic violence has no particular color, age, or face. It can be sitting, demeaning beside you today. You can be churched, you can be unchurched, you can be educated, you can be rich, you can be poor. But let me tell you something before we pray. And it's not always the man.
It ain't always the man. Nigga, is you blaming Cassie too? Oh, Diddy done paid you to blame Cassie, nigga. This is crazy. What are you talking about? I seen the pictures. I seen the video. But it ain't always the man. Oh, this nigga Diddy done paid you. This nigga done paid you. All the way from Bali. We know you over there with Russell, Diddy. We could tell. We could tell, nigga. You on that villa. Russell got you in Bali quick, nigga. He been told you to leave and come over there, but you hard-headed. You weren't listening because you thought you had all that power. But you done paid the pastor T.D. Jakes, Bishop, pastor, whatever, to go in the Lord house and lie. And lie for you. This man gonna say, oh, it ain't always. It ain't always the man. What man you talking about, T.D. Jakes? Why you just won't say what man you talking about? We know you talking about Diddy. Like, this what I be talking about, man. You can't trust nobody.
Let me tell you a couple of things before we pray. Both for the victims and the perpetrator. There's something you need to understand. If you got a rage you can't control, if you have an emotional problem, a mental health issue, where you're bipolar, and your kids get scared when they hear your car coming home, you gotta get some help, dude. You gotta get some help. You gotta come out of denial. I'll tell you something, I grew up as a young pastor. We were taught as young pastors, it was our job to keep people together no matter what. That's what we were taught. So whenever people came to us as pastors, I'm in my early 20s or so, and they wanted counseling, I always counsel them, God can work it out and God can fix it and God can do that. And he can do anything, but he may have to do it at a distance. He may have to do it at a distance. If you are abusive and angry and hard to live with, and bombastic and tenacious till people can't be comfortable in their own bed, you got to do something about that. If you're a victim or have been a victim and those images triggered you and you're stressed out, it triggered me as a father.
Okay, T.D. Jakes, you was triggered, but your homie did it. Why? Come on, man. Stop. What are we doing? If he paid you, just say he paid you, bro. I don't want to hear all this. You want trigger when you eating dinner with him and all that. Throwing gang signs. You want trigger, you throwing up y'all little gang signs. That ain't trigger you. Come on, man. Like, stop it. Cut this buffoonery gotta stop. At some point in time, we gotta stop with this buffoonery, man. You sitting in the Lord's house, preaching the good word, because that's what y'all taught to do, like you just said. Y'all taught to preach the good word, but you sitting up that line. And how's you trying to say with the pictures and all that you saw that it ain't a man's fault, but your homie did that? Oh, wow. Wow. Boy, I tell you, you can't trust nobody these days.
I knew that wasn't my daughter's laying there, but it seemed like it was. I got mad. I'll tell you something, I grew up as a young pastor like it was me. Men, we gotta care.
You don't care? You ain't saying her name?
Men, we've gotta care. And let me tell you something, it doesn't always announce itself. It doesn't always show itself. Whether it is a woman being abused, and there are far more women being abused than men, or even in the cases where men are being abused, you don't work all week to come home to a house you can't live in. And I want to take a moment, just a moment. It's not on the program. I'm glad what you said about not being on the program. It's not scheduled. But I want you to join hands and not assume that the person you're touching is okay. Because we spend so much time and energy trying to prove to other people that we're okay, even when we're not okay. There are some people, even in this room, watching online right now, who are in miserable situations. I'm not talking about having an argument over who bought lunch and who didn't buy lunch. I'm not talking about simple stuff that goes on in everybody's marriage under siege. Become the whipping post for frustrated here, being killers. We don't come here, we're not born murderers. We become murderers, whatever the curse that needs to be broken. Everybody who's living with the terrorists, I pray right now that every yoke would be broken.
All right, look, man, I'm done. I'm done, man. Diddy paid him, man. It is what it is, man. He took the last bit of a piece of that Ciroc money he got. The piece of the revolt money he got left, he hit you up. You say, yeah, Pastor, go speak on it, but just don't say my name or Cassie name. How do you even address the situation like that? It was too much like right to walk in the Lord's house and tell them people, well, a friend of mine put his hands on a woman and he shouldn't have did that. You tiptoeing around it, acting like it was the woman's situation, but then saying, well, she told me that, and she told me that because of what we were seeing on social media, and I seen the images in the video, but you wouldn't say your homie did it. It's a shame, man. It's a shame. Y'all get in the comment section, man. Let me know what y'all think. Prayers to all these women that's really going through domestic abuse, because these days you can't trust nobody. It's your boy Buddha. I'm out.